Hi, it's Avalon here from Blossoming Woman, and I'm making this video to share with you 3 ways to come into more of your personal power. Now, as you know, things are changing quite rapidly in the world out there, and it would be easy to get disillusioned if you look at politics and environmental destruction and a whole range of things happening. And at the same time, there's a huge number of people waking up to the truth of who we are as powerful co-creators. So this has inspired me to share 3 ways for you to reclaim your power. And there are more than 3, of course, which I'll share later in another video, but we'll start with 3. So the first one is to get really clear about what's important to you. And to do this can require eliminating distractions like turning off your television, get off the internet, maybe even get out in nature so that you can return to yourself and get quiet within and really start to reflect on what's important to you. Now for this, it might help to do some journaling or get out a sketchbook if that's your way to write things down, or just simply reflect and get clear on your priorities. And perhaps, if you get your 3 main priorities, then look at your life and start to arrange your life in a way that those priorities are getting more of your time and energy. And the second thing to do to reconnect with your personal power is to actually live in your body instead of your head. Now, this might sound funny, but most of us are living really disconnected from our bodies, and we're in our heads doing a lot of thinking and a lot of processing. So to connect with your body actually gives you access to deeper wisdom within you so that you can listen to your body's subtle messages and start to be more in tune with your authentic self. Now, one way to connect with your body is to take a really deep breath. So we'll do that right now together. So first of all, breathe out and then breathe in right to the bottom of your belly. And then relaxing on the out breath. And do you notice even just taking one really deep breath starts to ground you more in your body? And we need to do much more of this and start to really connect with our bodies and start to come more from that place instead of being distracted in our heads all the time. And one thing that can happen when you're in your body is that you might find some feelings arising or some sensations, and sometimes that's uncomfortable. And the key is to have courage to stay with those uncomfortable feelings or uncomfortable sensations so that you can explore what it's about, because that's a sign from your body or your spirit that something is ready to shift. And it might help to get support with this because we have devised so many unconscious ways to avoid discomfort. And we'll distract ourselves, or we'll, change the subject, or we'll just do something different rather than be with discomfort. And a lot of that can come from fears, maybe about what's under it, or a lot of it, as I said, is unconscious. So it can help to get support for this so that you can be with someone who's willing to hold a loving space in a compassionate way so that you can be free to really explore what's going on. Because what happens is that when we can have the space to feel what's really happening, then we can get a deeper understanding for ourselves, and then we can release and process that old stuff so it's not just lurking there in the background anymore. And as each of us do this, we can, as we release these energetic blocks, we can feel more of our natural vitality flowing. And we're actually doing it not only for ourselves but for the whole collective, because each time something gets healed and shifted within ourselves, then that's actually freeing up the energy from the planet and allowing more flow to happen. And a third thing that you can do to come into more of your personal power is to love and celebrate yourself. Now, I don't mean this in just a fluffy kind of way, but I mean loving every cell of your body, every scar, every mole, every dimple, every single part of you. We have so much self-criticism and we set high expectations for ourselves that we don't meet. And so there's a lot of inner criticism and judgment going on within ourselves. So all this inner conflict, and all this inner conflict is also being experienced out in the world. So the more that we can come into more alignment within ourselves and come into more joy and love, within ourselves and more acceptance, then we will see not only more alignment within ourselves, but that will be reflected in the world around us as each of us come into more balance. And it might help to understand that we have grown up in a dominator paradigm where it's all about control, controlling each other, having control over another or another controlling you. What we are moving into is a partnership model where we're actually side by side and can be supportive and nurturing for each other. So we need to be supportive and nurturing for ourselves and be friendly with ourselves instead of being our own worst enemy. And another thing that you can do is do things that you find fun, things that bring you joy, that bring you pleasure, anything that lifts your spirits, because that is literally raising your vibration, and that's raising the vibration of the planet to a higher state of love and joy. And as you get clearer within yourself and raise your vibration, you can also get clearer about what you're here to do on the planet and how you can contribute. Now, I don't mean necessarily contributing in a big, ambitious way out in the world, although that might be true for you. But by contributing, I mean, how can you be more of your authentic self and bring more of your uniqueness onto the planet? And how can you be in alignment with your heart? Because each of us has a role to play on the planet. None of us is insignificant or unimportant. Each of us matter. So just to recap those 3 ways to come more into your personal power, one of them is to get clear about what is important to you. What are your priorities? What matters to you? And then rearrange your life in a way that you're actually putting more energy and time into those things that really matter. The second thing is to come into your body, breathe more deeply and listen to the messages from your body and allow yourself to feel whatever arises so that it can move through you. And the third thing is to love and celebrate yourself, because we can grow through love and joy and pleasure. We don't need to be struggling anymore. We need to move out of this paradigm of hard work and struggle and into more of a paradigm of flowing and freedom and contribution and support. So thank you for watching this video. I'm Avalon from Blossoming Woman, and you can see more about me and what I do at my website, www.blossomingwoman.com.au. I'm also an intuitive coach and mentor for mothers, and I'm about to launch a free gift that will be available to people who sign up on my email list. So sign up and you'll be the first to know when my free gift's available, and this is about awakening your sensuality as a mother. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to connecting with you again.